reefs surrounding Bonaire Island are pristine. They are habitats that support a remarkable amount of biodiversity in the form of turtles, large rays, barracuda, and hundreds of other species of fish. Hard and soft corals provide the foundation of this ecosystem. The corals grow upon other older corals or on man-made structures like the large pier you see here. This pier is called the Salt Pier, and as you can see, it is a habitat that supports a lot of wildlife. I filmed this on a recent scuba diving trip. This is the story of one diver in particular, Angie Garred. She had a memorable experience with a Hawksbill turtle, a turtle that both of us had filmed living its life around the Salt Pier of Bonaire. Well, here we are with Angie, right?
Angie, yeah.
Angie, and you run a dive shop in Edmonton?
Yes.
And here we are in Bonaire, and it's a beautiful day. I've been diving, you've been diving. But yesterday you had something pretty remarkable happen. Did it mean a lot to you?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Yeah. We were over at Salt Pier diving, and we saw a turtle and kind of did some video of him, and he took off to the surface and kind of watched him go up, and then about a minute later I saw him come back down, and he went down, kind of landed in the reef, and I thought, maybe I'll go say hi again, and went down to about 80 feet, and I got some video, and I noticed he was trying to swim, but he wasn't moving. You could see his flippers moving, and I thought, that's weird. And then I saw the fishing line going straight to him, and I was like, oh, he's tangled. So I stopped videoing, and I went over, and it was around his one flipper and around his neck, and so I just kind of pulled it so that it was looser, and he was still kind of struggling, and then just kind of unwrapped it around his flipper and around his neck, and away he went. So it's good.
That's great.
And then I had a big ball of fishing line, and I was like, oh, I don't want anyone else getting caught on this.
So what did you do with the fishing line?
Well, I didn't have a cutting device for the first time ever. For some reason, I forgot to bring it. So I tried to unwind it as best I could. And I ended up just having to kind of tuck it under the reef. And I'm going to go back tomorrow and see if I can grab it and get it cut.
That's great.
Yeah.
So you filmed the turtle first.
Yeah.
And so it got caught after your filming experience.
Yeah.
So that was a pretty immediate reaction. In other words, you were on the spot.
Yeah. Well, luckily he had just gone up to take a breath. He came back down when he got tangled up.
Right.
So, I mean, he probably had a little bit of time, but not a lot.
Right.
And he's about 80 feet down. So I don't know how many divers actually go that deep on Salt Pier, because it's a very shallow kind of dive. Something told me just to go down and see him, even though we hadn't planned on doing that. I thought I'd go see him.
I was there the day before, and I filmed Hawksbill. That's it. And was your guy a Hawksbill?
I don't even know. I have to look at the video.
Yeah.
It might have been.
I wonder if it's the same guy, the same one, because he was feeding on plants on one of the pillars.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I guess just a fist bump would be a good way to end this.
Yeah.
As far as a congratulations.
Thank you.
A little jealous. I wish I could have been there for the turtle. I'm glad you were there.
Yeah.
But
I think any one of us had come across it, we would have all done the same thing.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks so much.